Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Natasha and this is number 84 of my episode videos that I show on a Monday. First of all, I need to apologise for not coming to see you last Monday, don't I? I was fully prepared to sort everything out for my Monday video on the Sunday, because Sunday seems to be a really good day for me to have a big burst of activity, getting things done and organised, and just a really nice thing, you know, seems to be the Sunday, because we're busy Saturdays usually, and so Sundays are my day to get a majority of my crochet done, especially being back at work now, and in the week I'm finding it very tiring, so I'm usually asleep by about 6:30, napping in the chair, so I don't get very much done at all, let alone my course. Anyway, last Sunday my granddaughter was taken to hospital. She had got her thumbs wedged in a metal grate. They'd gone to a christening, and it had been raining and things, and she was jumping in the puddles and whatnot. Anyway, she got her thumbs trapped in a metal grate, and one she seemed to get out quite easily, although it did cut her thumb. The other one, she panicked. People were trying to help her get free, but in panic she kind of ripped it really quickly out. As you can imagine, it ripped in quite deep, and so she was taken to hospital quite quickly, and my daughter had phoned me and said, "Mum, come quick, you know, I need you to help me," and so we kind of just dropped everything and dashed off, and that was about lunchtime on Sunday. And my granddaughter has autism, as you will have heard on previous videos when I talk about her. She is quite a massive part of our life, in a sense of taking her to school and things. She goes to the same school that I am a teaching assistant at as well, so it's all, she, you know, kind of goes without saying, I suppose, but we are quite a big part of her life, even though that we have moved away from the town that we both lived at, and so we kind of had to go and dash quickly to be with her, really, to support her. And so obviously then we informed the hospital of that, and they do generally, they said that they do generally see autistic patients first, because they know that it can be quite stressful for them. And so we were just waiting and hoping that they would see us quite soon. And they went off and took her, because it happened about lunchtime, like I say, and we didn't get to them because we had to go and take her back to get some more feed for the baby, and so by the time we'd done that and then met them at the hospital, it had gone, you know, some hours had passed, but she still hadn't been seen. And so she still had to wait about 5 hours, which I thought was terrible, really, because she was in some distress, not realising what had happened. And she does have quite a good, well, I say good, but her pain threshold is quite high, because she doesn't normally cry if she falls over and grazes her knees or anything like that. So for her to be, you know, it must have been really bad for her to be so distressed as she was. And they still didn't see her 5 hours later, and I thought that was quite poor. But anyway, who am I to, I'm not going to, you know, diss the NHS, because I think they do a grand job. I used to work in the NHS before I went into school, so I know what a lovely job they're doing, and I do know that, you know, they are pushed just the same as any other job, really, I suppose, in that sense. So I just expected her to be kind of rushed in because of the amount of blood that she was losing and stuff, and I was just quite surprised that they made us wait that long. Anyway, so long story short, didn't get back until the evening, and then of course my crochet time was gone. I didn't have really very much to show you, and so I was a little bit kind of, oh well, I'll just have to do it another time. Then I had hoped to do it on the Monday evening when I came home from work, but again I napped in the chair. It's lethal. As soon as I sit down with a cup of coffee or you know, a drink of choice, I just find that I can't keep my eyes open very long, you know. So that was just gone really by the wayside. And I know that I did say the week before that I was ready to do my Nature's Walk weekend blanket as well from the Friday, which I've done a couple more squares, but I just haven't got round to filming it or anything. I have got 2 squares left. And for those of you that do watch all of my videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. But for those of you that are new, I have got a series of the Nature's Walk blanket that I've been doing every other Friday. And I'm almost done with all the squares. I've started putting them together, but I kind of stopped doing that for a minute because the squares that I had done don't link because they've got nothing to link to. So until I finish the last 2, I can't put any more together, so then they can't be sewn together yet. But I will be making a video, hopefully this week, if I can get them done. And then you'll be able to see that on Friday as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm 7 minutes in and I've just been chatting. So I do have a free pattern to show you that I found that I thought was really, really cute. And so I wanted you to see that just in case it interests you. I have the emotional chicken pattern to chat about in a minute. And I've also got a finished object, and I've got a couple of works in progress to show you. Now, I've had a change of heart on my cowl. I'll tell you more about that nearer the end. But yeah, so, oh, and I've also got some emails to show you as well from the lovely Lynne at Lynne Penguins Creations, and also I've got an email which shows Lynne's sister Helen's blanket as well, because she's joining in on the Random Granny. So I've been really pleased to show you those. Last week they did show me the yarn that they were using before they pretty much got started, but because I didn't show you that, you know, I didn't film that video, I couldn't actually show you, so we'll catch up with that in a minute. But I do want to start with just having a little conversation about the emotional chicken pattern. In the last episode, sorry, in the last episode video that I did, I told you that the emotional chicken, I keep looking down because I don't want to forget anything. The emotional chicken pattern had an update, and it included several photos along the way. It was more detailed with more photos, which I thought was absolutely lovely. And from that, I didn't really see any difference. But because I had to go on to Ravelry and get the pattern again because I had lost a page, I printed it out again, but the for page 5 especially, let me just think where I put it quickly. Did I put it there? Yes, I did. excuse my mess behind my shoulder. It's organised chaos. I know exactly where stuff is, and that's all there is to it. Yeah, page 5 of the old pattern and page 5 of the new pattern doesn't make sense, because just before you do the head, on rows 11 and 12, you have got, let me see if I can get it, because I think it would make more sense if I showed you. I haven't touched it since because I'm a bit disheartened. And you see, the thing is, when things go wrong, or I get stumped in a sense of like not liking it very much, I tend to not want to touch it. And that's a relatively new thing. Since I've been having trouble getting back into my crochet, I have kind of had trouble like accepting things. Anyway, the old pattern worked really well because I've got a chicken upstairs, which I showed you, over a year ago now. But you kind of, I'm at that stage. I'm at this stage here, and that is, where would it be to show you a picture? Now the new pattern, I have, they have added a photo there to show the head. But on this one, they haven't got it. But it says just on the bit of instruction before you get to the head, it's got rows 11 and 12, chain 1, and crochet straight across, like all the way across. And it's supposed to, you're supposed to and then turn, which is 29 stitches. But on the new one, it's got row 12, row 11, it says that you need to stop 3 stitches before the end and then decrease and then put a single on the end. Well, I've got to there where I've got 3 stitches left, but it's supposed to be 39 stitches. But of course I've got 29 because as far as I was concerned, I was going by the old one, and this is exactly right. So I don't really know what to do, in the sense that the new one must have been completely written, because I haven't even looked at the whole pattern of the new update. So I don't know whether just to rip it back and start again. And then follow the new updated pattern and hope that there is 39 stitches there. So I was a bit confuddled, and I really was loving this. I'm loving the colourway and everything, but it's just really bizarre why or how it's changed, because it's not like I can add any to the end, because then it'd just be like a kind of cord sticking up at the end. Do you know what I mean? It isn't going to be all the way along. Anyway, so I just feel like I'm a bit deflated with it, and I just think, this was getting me into the amigurumi, and I thought, yes, I can get back into it again. But now I just feel, and I just don't know. What I'd like to know is, has anyone come across this? Because I know that the emotional chicken is still quite popular, famous, but I just feel gutted that I can't really carry it on because I don't have enough stitches. So I suppose the logical thing to do would be to do it, or do I just carry on with the old pattern? Just doesn't make sense. I mean, there was nothing wrong with the old pattern. It worked. I mean, I don't know how well it improves it by doing it by the updated version, but I honestly did think it was just photos, which again is lovely because you can check along the way. I'm just a bit, I don't know. Anyway, moan over. It's such a shame, like I say, because I was enjoying it, but never mind. Let me put that on the floor. So yeah, that's my moan for the emotional chicken. And if anyone has done it by the new updated version, let me know in the description how it improves it from the old one, because I would really love to know. Right, my battery on my tablet is 15%. And that is because I have been playing my game on it first thing this morning when I woke up. And then I spoke to the lovely Sally. Now, as you're aware, oh, I don't know if you could hear the sirens then going down the main road. As you're aware, I always do my Monday videos on a Sunday afternoon/evening. And Sundays is our primal day, more than any other day, to crochet together. And so Sally and I put the world to rights, and we catch up with each other because just normally we would do it in the evenings, but I've been so tired that I haven't been crocheting or anything, so we don't usually catch up in the week apart from the odd message. But today I've been chatting and everything, and even though my charger has been plugged in the whole time, it doesn't actually charge it when you're using it, which is annoying. It just holds the charge. So I'm going to quickly show you the emails that I've been sent, and then I'm going to quickly put it back on charge because I don't think I would be able to show you properly with it plugged in. In fact, I think I'll try, but if it gets caught up in the chair, then I'll just unplug it because it gets a bit heavy. Right, so let us do this is Lynne's Granny Go Random. Now, isn't that lovely? Actually, I don't think I did send it. I don't think I did put it in my last one. Anyway, I'll just show you again. Autumnal colours, really, really lovely. I do love the colours like that with the chocolates and the caramels and the greys and things like that. It's really, really nice. And then this was the colours that her sister was going to use for her random granny, and she sent it to me, and she said that next time she will have made a start. So this is all the yarn that she's using, and she's got like a beige colour, a very, I'd say avocado colour, and then there's a darker green, and although my camera probably doesn't pick it up very well because of the glare on the screen, let me see if it does it, and then the cream there. So that's that. That's her sister Helen's colours. And then this week, Lynne has made the half ones. I haven't even got that far yet, but she's made the half ones. And Lynne's sister has managed to do that. Now, I love that colourway. It's really pretty. Very similar to one of mine that I showed last week. So thank you very much, Helen and Lynne, for showing me your progress on the grannies. It's been really really lovely to look at. And then that was quite simple. That was quite good. Oh. Right, let's push that back there like that. Okay, so I will show you my random granny in a minute, but I have got a finished object, which is the September square for the cowl that I'm doing with Litsa, which is the birthstone cowl. And here it is. And the colourway is Lobelia. Or, yes, Lobelia, I want to say. Or Lobella, Lobelia. And it's a Stylecraft special DK. And I'm beginning to lose faith with this Stylecraft. Now, this has been in my stash for years and years and years. Probably going on about 5 years at least. And I came across a really big knot. Now, I thought, is that just where it's got curly? Because I tend to kind of go like this, go like this, go like this, so that my ball's not going on the floor. Anyway, so I'm, crocheting it up. All of a sudden came across a massive, great big knot. And I thought, oh, well, I can easily undo that. That's fine. Undoing it. All of a sudden, it came away in 2 pieces. So actually, it was just a really massive knot that was holding 2 strands together because, to actually involve it in making the ball of yarn. What else can Stylecraft do? I mean, I know they're in trouble now because of the fact they've moved factories and it's not been working out right for them. But I mean, this was years ago. And it was always supposed to be a very high quality yarn, wasn't it? As far as acrylic went, anyway. Oh, sorry, I'm proper moany today, aren't I? Anyway, so this is my September square. I will send that off to Litsa when I finish the video so that she's got it for this month's competition. And then I will be on to the next one. So that was one of my finished objects. And now this one, I think, was Ruby, and I think that was July, I want to say. April, May. Do you know what? I can't even remember. Let me search it whilst I'm talking to you. Let's have a look. Here we go. Yes, July. I was right. Ruby. As you know, I was behind when it got to May. I was trying to do May, and it was well too big, wasn't it? And so I had to scrap it and then start again. And then Peril or Alexandrite was for June, which I did the Peril, and I showed you that. And then the last one that I had to catch up with, because the August one I'd managed to do straight away, and that was the Peridot. And so then I kind of did the August and the May, and then I've kind of like done it to catch up. Anyway, this is the last one that I need to catch up on, and this is with Women's Institute yarn, which is one of my favourite yarns to use, and that is the colour red, but this stands for the Ruby Birthstone. So I will soon have this one done, and then I'll be all caught up, and then I will be able to do the October one. So I'm looking forward to carrying on and catching up, and then I'll be able to piece all my squares together, and then I'll show you the whole blanket when it's done. But that won't be until December. So I'm happy to tell you that I have managed to sort that out, and that has been one of my bits that I've started in the week. And I'll put that one down there. And then my free pattern that I have found, which I think would be an absolute darling thing to make, is Christmas Mice Santa's Sleigh. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, and it's by the Jana. Sorry about that. We have an Alexa and my children communicate through it. Hold on a moment. They've obviously forgotten I was filming. Anyway, never mind, I've unplugged it so it won't disturb us again. So anyway, it was Christmas Mice Santa's Sleigh by Georgiana Semi-Crassa. Now, I hope I haven't butchered that. I will put the pattern down in the description box below. But isn't that such a little darling? I love the ones that have got the little horns, and it's just so much loving detail and everything. I just think it is really, really lovely. Pipe cleaners help to make the sleigh. Now they're saying to use a crochet hook that's 1.75 and 1.5. There's no way, I don't think I could even work with it that small. The smallest I have got is a 2.5. So it would work up a lot bigger, but it wouldn't hurt, would it? I don't think it would hurt even a little bigger. I just think that is absolutely lovely. And for it to be a free pattern is just amazing. And it was from 2014 as well, so it is quite an old pattern, and it is level intermediate. And they do use cotton as well. I think I would use the Yarn Art jeans for this if I was going to make it, because I think that would be lovely, but I think I'd have to get some different colours, because I've got lots in my stash, but I don't think I've got the grey. I'd have to have a look, but even so, it doesn't really matter as long as I get the mouse, you know, the mice right. I mean, I've got very light brown. I could do brown mouse, couldn't I? It doesn't really, I could just sort of put my own stamp on it. But that would be absolutely lovely to do. So if any of you want to do that as a Christmas project, then there you are. I will put the description in the description box below, and then you can help yourself. So that is the emotional chicken moaned about. That is the free pattern shown. I've shown the email. I've done the finished object. What was that? Honestly, sorry about that. Children, that's all I can say. One of them knocked something down the stairs and it made a mighty crash, and of course frightened me out of my life. So if you saw the expression on my face without me seeing it because I turned away, very sorry. But what am I like? This is what life's like in my house, and there's just never a peaceful moment. I'm surprised I've got this far into my video without being disturbed. Anyway, let's get back to it, shall we? So I showed the free pattern, done the birthstones cow, done the work in progress. Now I have something to share with you about my random granny. Now, I feel like a rubbish host of this random granny cow because I haven't showed up last week, and a lot of you are a lot further on than what I am even, which is fine because I did state right at the beginning that it wouldn't matter. You could go as fast as you wanted or as slow as you wanted. And I was just going to bumble on in the space of time that I had to do it. And following on from the last episode when I said that I wasn't happy with our pink squares and how it didn't match, and I was a bit worried about it because it wasn't sitting right in my brain. It just didn't look right when it was all together. So I will remind you of those squares. This one I really like. These I really like, but not together. So I have got the answer of my own. It came to me in my sleep that I should do a multicoloured yarn, even though I did state at the beginning when I showed the picture about not wondering whether my brain would cope with the disarray of the multicoloured yarn. It came to me in my sleep. I had some yarn that I really, really sort of disliked. I loved it when I bought it. Haven't found anything of any use for it. I was sat there fed up with looking at it when I'm lying in bed because I have my yarn wall in my bedroom, and that was it. It just came to me in my sleep. Why don't you use the yarn that you're not particularly liking anymore? And now I absolutely love it. So let me show you. This and this and this and this I've now fallen in love with yet again. Will I buy any more? Probably not, but it's fine for now, and it's fine for this project. So let me tell you, this one is an Aurora. The colourway, as you can see, is green, but it's only a number, and I don't know if I've got the ball band. Oh yes, I can tell you on the actual ball band. Silly me. It's AU06, and I bought this from Hobbycraft because it was a new line that they were having, much the same as, oh, it's fallen on the floor, much the same as this one. This one was the Aurora one as well, from the baby blanket. Anyway, and this one is a Hayfield Spirit, and the shade is 0408. And this, I did struggle. I mean, I've made a baby blanket with it, and I've made a little cardigan with it and everything, and that's fine because I've mixed it with white and it's not been too bad and I've quite enjoyed it. But to find another project that isn't just random, I suppose, I've struggled, and so it's sat there and sat there and sat there. It ain't gonna sit there anymore because I today have been sat chatting with my friend Sally. Hello, Sally. And made some squares. I've made these two. And I've made these two. Now, it's just coming out of the ball how it likes it. I made this one first, and then I made this one second, and it's just fine. I'm fine with it. I'm not worried about it. The little tiny fleck of white that's here and here, I have no idea what that's doing there. Really no idea, but it doesn't bother me. And so I'm really, really pleased I've actually found something, and it's given me the thing just to spur me on. So I am going to keep going. And this one was the one that I did first, and then this one was the one that I did second. And I'm loving both. And even though this is a hayfield and this is a Aurora from James C. Brett, don't you think that they're very similar? The way it goes sort of round here with the solid colour, and then random, and then solid colour, random. Round there. Just wonderful. Absolutely loving it. I'm using a 4.5mm hook because I want it to be a little bit looser rather than a little bit tighter. And, well, what else can you say? So I will carry on doing it because I need to do 6 more of these and 6 more of these, and then I can do my halves and my quarters, and then, by Jove, I've done. Who knew? Just by going to sleep, it would solve my problem. That means that it just means that my brain hasn't been happy with it. And that's probably why I haven't managed to be bothered to do crochet. And just because my brain wasn't satisfied with it and I couldn't come to an answer, but then it came to me in my sleep. I just love it. So I'm really pleased. And whilst we're still on the subject, I'm going to put those on my board. Whilst we're on the subject of Aurora yarn, I did manage to do 2 more rows on here. I mean, it's only 2 more. But at least it's getting done. So hopefully I will be able to do that. And the reason why this stopped was because I couldn't remember for the life of me what hook I used. It was only because I had to trail back all the way through my videos to find out where I'd shown it and whether I'd actually said it or not. And by Jove, I did. And you know what? What I said was that I'd done all my blankets in 4.5 so that I don't get confused. But yet, I didn't get confused, did I? I just managed to forget. So, I can do this in the car and quiet moments, just like the grannies. So, hopefully, progress next week. Watch this space. So, my darlings, that's it. I am finally finished. And I'm not doing too bad for time either, 39 minutes. I think that was quite good considering I had quite a bit to tell you. Oh, no, I forget. I have got 2 YouTubers that I want to shout out to you. And they are small channels. They haven't got very many subscribers, but I'm just so excited to go and watch them. One is Hooked and Happy. She's called Jo, and she is a primary school teacher. Nothing to do with that, of course, but that's just what she says that she is. She knits and she crochets, and I think she does other things as well. But she definitely knits and crochets. She just finished making a top, and she knits and things, which I'm very envious of. Anyway, never mind. She is a very small channel, and so I would love you to go and pop over to see what she's been up to, and give her some of the love. Tell her that I sent you if you wish, but I really, really love her content, and I think you will as well. And the other one is Curly Top Makes, and her name is Judy, and she knits and crochets, and she also sews as well. She owns a pub in London, and she doesn't get much time for her craft, but when she does, she makes a jolly good show of it. And I love to listen to her. She is such a laugh, and I think that that if you wouldn't mind going over to see her as well, I think she would welcome you with open arms. And I'm just giving them a shout out because they are very small channels and they do deserve some love. So if you would love to go over and see her, just go and give her a see if you like the stuff that she's doing. And let me know, actually, if you do visit, or even if you do already watch her even. That would be really, really lovely. And I will put their channels down in the description box below as well. So that is me, done and dusted. Take care, everyone, and I will be seeing you, hopefully, fingers crossed, on Friday. Take care. See you soon. Oh, and if I don't see you Friday, then I might post it over the weekend, because it is Nature's Walk weekend. Just in case I don't get time to finish it, I'll definitely give it a go on Saturday and then post. Who knows? Just keep an eye out at the weekend. You'll soon see me. Take care, everyone. Love to you all. Bye.